everyone, so in last session we discussed about what is microcytic hypochromic anemia and we discussed about the causes for the same. So today we will understand how to approach such cases. As the patient gets diagnosed with microcytic hypochromic anemia, ask the patient to get serum iron profile, which includes serum iron, serum ferritin, TIBC, that is total iron binding capacity, and serum transferrin. Based on results, we get different scenarios. The very first one is when the serum iron and serum ferritin is decreased. Both the levels are decreased, but TIBC is increased. So this case goes towards the iron deficiency anemia. Second case is when serum iron is decreased, but serum ferritin, which may be normal or it can be increased, but TIBC is decreased. So that goes towards anemia of chronic disease. Another scenario is when serum iron and serum ferritin both are increased but TIBC is normal. So in blood picture what you will see is dimorphic population. What is this dimorphic population? There will be two population of cells. So one will be microcytic hypochromic anemia. So this case goes towards sideroblastic anemia. But in sideroblastic anemia you need to do bone marrow studies which will demonstrate the ring sideroblast. Another scenario is when serum iron and serum ferritin both are increased but TIBC is decreased. But if you see basophilic stippling in the peripheral smear go towards lead poisoning. Serum iron, ferritin and TIBC all are normal. Think of performing HB electrophoresis. If the results come towards the abnormal side, it will go towards the thalassemia. When the results are normal, look out and rule out for copper deficiency. If you like the video, hit the like button and share it with someone who may find it useful. Thank you.